Night 1 of WrestleMania 40 is finally in the books, and I'm going to do a really quick review of what I saw so far because I got to wake up early. But before we get started, hit that subscribe button and let's get into this. Now, the first match we had on the card was between Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship belt. Now, I will say this first. I love the fact that Rhea Ripley came out with Motionless in White to sing her theme song live. I love the fact that Becky Lynch came out with this attire that looked like her book. She had the book cover on her shoulders and she had like some words from some pages in her book wrapped on her knees and her elbows. I thought that was very interesting. But for the match itself, it was 17 minutes and some change, and I was glued to it every second of the way. WrestleMania started off with a banger this year, and this is amazing because Rhea Ripley has had a banger back to back, last year against Charlotte Flair, this year against Becky Lynch. And with Becky Lynch, I'm not too surprised because when it comes to PLE, she pretty much does her thing. But this match was very entertaining, and one of my favorite spots was when Rhea Ripley hit Becky Lynch with the riptide on the turnbuckle, picked her up one more time, took her off the backboard, hit her with one more riptide to pin her. And this match made Becky Lynch look even more hard to kill, but also made Rhea Ripley look a lot better. Added more and more jewel to her crown to make her look like one of this generation's biggest stars. And I think she already is. But for those who ever doubted her, this match right here has to take that doubt away. I love this match. So the next match we had on the card was the 6-pack tag team ladder match, and I thought this match was fantastic. Now, if you add anything with tables, ladders, or chairs, or all three with tag team together, I'm instantly gonna love it. Just like I love the ladder wars match between Kevin Steen and El Generico versus the Briscoes, TLC at WrestleMania 17, TLC at SummerSlam the year before. I'm gonna love it every single time, and this match was very entertaining. It had some crazy spots. Now, here's the interesting thing, and I'm not trying to gloat, but when I talked about this a week ago in a video, when I said, hey, they should split up the tag team titles at WrestleMania this year, I got a lot of flack from it. People were telling me, you don't know what you're talking about. You're dumb. You're not a real wrestling fan, blah, blah, blah. And those things don't bother me, but here we are. That's what happened. They split it up. Now, my prediction was wrong because I did pick Grayson Waller and Austin Theory to win the SmackDown titles and have R-Truth and maybe Damian Priest somehow figure out a way where they accidentally end up as tag team champions together. But I guess I got 3 out of 4 right there. I'm glad that the Austin Truth won. I'm so happy for R-Truth to get his WrestleMania moment. He definitely deserves it. He's a legend in his own right. And I've seen a lot of people weren't too happy about Austin Theory and Grayson Waller winning the SmackDown titles. But I'm thinking like, well, the SmackDown titles have to go back to SmackDown. And at the same time, those two are the best tag teams on that roster as far as how they're being booked. They're great on the mic. Austin Theory is amazing in the ring. So if you want to give those heels right there more heel heat, give them a title, give them something more to brag about. And I think this is going to be a start of something fantastic that probably in about a year, people are going to turn around and realize that this was an amazing decision for this tag team. So first and foremost, I'm happy that these belts are split, but at the end of the day, WWE, please change the design for those belts. That's all I'm asking for you to do. But let's move on. The next match we had on the card was a tag team match between Rey Mysterio and Andrade Cien versus Santos, Escobar, and Dominic Mysterio, which was a whole lot of fun. A little bit overbooked, but I'm not complaining too much. I like a little chaos in my matches, and it definitely was a whole lot of fun. But we saw what happened. There were 2 masked men who came out to help Rey Mysterio secure the win. The first guy was Lane Johnson from the Philadelphia Eagles, who is an offensive tackle, and the other guy was Jason Kelsey, who is Taylor Swift's boyfriend's brother. That's what he is, okay? No, I'm saying, I don't want to disrespect him. He is a future Hall of Famer, Super Bowl winning center for the Philadelphia Eagles, who have since retired. But at the end of the day, I thought it was a fun match. I thought it was interesting that they didn't pull the trigger on Carlito turning, because him losing a spot at WrestleMania, or even not even getting offered a spot at WrestleMania for a new member of LWO, should have been enough to make him turn. And then also for another person, Andrade, to come in and take the spot at WrestleMania when Carlito probably feels like he deserves it. He still didn't turn at that point. I don't know why it didn't happen. Maybe something that happened at Raw after WrestleMania, or maybe SmackDown after WrestleMania, but they gotta have something happen. So the next match we got on the card is Jey versus Jimmy, Yeet versus No Yeet, brother versus brother. And I hate to say this, but this match was very, very underwhelming, okay? And I love the Usos, so that's the reason why I hate saying that, but it just is what it is. Now, don't get me wrong, I did understand that coming into this match, that both of these guys have the exact same moveset. I know there's going to be a lot of super kicks here. There's going to be a lot of splashes, a lot of Samoan drops. I get that, but I thought that even with those movesets, you could have tweaked Jimmy a little bit to make him more aggressive. There could have been an interesting story that was told in the ring, and it felt like they were kind of going in that direction when Jimmy was asking for Jey's forgiveness, but they really didn't capitalize on that moment. And what adds on top of that is that the storyline leading up to this match really wasn't that deep. I get that it was Jimmy costing Jey title shots left and right, and that's enough to start a feud, but when you got two brothers, right, who've known each other their entire lives, who've been in and out of the bloodline, who've had situations with the bloodline, one facing the other, one causing the other one to come back, all these different things, I felt like you could have incorporated that into the feud leading up to this match a little bit more. And after I saw the match, I was just like, okay, this was what I expected, but if they were going to go this route, I feel like a stipulation would have added so much more to the drama of this match. Maybe a first blood match, maybe a I Quit match, maybe, I don't know, a TKO match, I don't know, but something would have made this match a lot better than what it was, because even though the video that they had before that match was excellent and amazing, it still didn't take away from the fact that this match just wasn't it. And it probably, honestly, it was the weakest match on the card in my personal opinion. So the next match on the card is the 6-woman tag match between Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi versus Damage Control. Now, before I even get into the match, we got to give where credit is due, and these ladies looked amazing when they came out. They looked like real live superheroes. They were dressed up. They looked like action figures, and I'm kind of confused of what Naomi was supposed to be. I thought she had a sombrero at one point, or I was like, is she supposed to be Seer from Apex Legends? I don't know. Please let me know in the comment section, because I would like to know what she was dressed as. I couldn't find any answers on Twitter. I got Cyclops from Bianca Belair because of the visor, but I also got Storm from Jade Cargill for obvious reasons. So I really want to know why. But at the end of the day, all of that aside, I thought this was a really fun match. It was what I thought it was going to be. It was an opportunity to showcase Jade Cargill for the people who never knew her, but at the same time, it was a great showcase to show the athleticism and strength of Bianca Belair to people they didn't know, and Naomi did a great job as well. All three of these ladies put their best foot forward, but Jade Cargill came out and did her thing, and she basically did the same thing she did at SmackDown when she announced that she was a part of the team and she came in to help out Naomi and Bianca Belair, which is fine. It showcases her strength, it showcases her athleticism, and at the same time, it showed how confident she was, because she was just talking stuff every time she was in the ring, slamming somebody, talking stuff, slamming somebody, talking stuff. And I absolutely love that about her personality. I can't wait to see what they do with these ladies next. So the next match we had on the card was for the Intercontinental Championship belt, and that was between Sami Zayn and Gunther, and this match was fantastic. I don't care if you wanted Chad Gable to be there, because I did too, but either way, you can't get mad at the result that we got. This match right here was a banger, and it shows you why Sami Zayn is beloved. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I picked Gunther to win this match, but once I started to see Kevin Owens in the back, I seen Sami Zayn running through the tunnel, and they did this whole thing. They kept showing his wife. I was like, okay, they giving us signs that Sami Zayn is actually going to win this match, and he did, and I'm so happy for him. It all went full circle, so let's see what he's going to do. Now, I'm not going to lie, when I seen Chad Gable with the suit on, I was like, okay, that's that. I'm going to turn on Sami and cost him the match suit, but when he said I'm not going to go out there, I was like, okay, this must mean that Sami definitely is going to win, and I really did love this match. This is one of my favorite matches of the night. So the final match that we had of the night is the anticipated tag team match between the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and the final boss, The Rock, versus Cody Rhodes, the Super Saiyan Pastor, and Seth Rollins. Now, this match was 44 minutes long. 44 minutes long, and I love every moment of it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it did start off a little bit slow. It looked more like a staring contest than a tag team match, because they were just looking at each other and looking around. But once it got into first to second and third gear, we got some crazy spots, like Roman Reigns spearing Seth Rollins through the barricade, or him accidentally spearing The Rock when Cody Rhodes saved Seth Rollins from getting speared by Roman Reigns, or the spot where Cody Rhodes rock bottomed The Rock, standing on one table and landing on the next table, which was crazy and mad disrespectful. For now, we got a little bit of friction that can happen between The Rock and Roman Reigns, with The Rock pinning the person that Roman's probably going to lose to tomorrow, and also catching a spear from Roman Reigns. So they're adding little seeds for the story to build up. But overall, for this match here, I thought this match was really, really good. But at the end of the day, I thought it was a really fun night. We had a couple of bangers here. The Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso was a little bit of a letdown, but outside of that, everything else was really fun. So let me know what you guys think about night one of WrestleMania 40 in the comment section. I'd love to see what you have to say. I got to get up early in the morning, so salute, peace, have a good day.